hold on a second. Okay, wait a minute. So there's only dots right here? That's an interesting choice. I don't even know what to say about that. Hey everyone, LPT here, and we finally got some more G7 LPS. I thought these two sets would be a lot harder to find than they were, but it only took like 2 stores to find both of them, which I'm really happy about because my goodness, this wave has been so hard to find the pets for. But we're not gonna waste any time. We're just gonna get straight into these packages because they have plenty of main 5 LPS for us to look at. I think we're gonna start with this one. It seems like it's been a while since I've opened a pet pair with a clear box where I can actually see the pets, so that was nice. And the background of this specific pet pair is like this cozy Christmas background, which is so cute. And you can kind of see it through here. It's the short hair on the card. Beginning with the accessories, these are all repeats, but they're all so cute, and I really like the flower especially. And we're finally getting to the pets. We got a capybara. I think this is my 3rd one, and out of all the ones that I have, this is probably the best looking one. Like the colors are really nice. Reminds me of coffee. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to look kind of like the coffee we have right here. I think Basic Fun actually did listen to us when we were trying to get them to make more neutral designs with better looking colors, I guess. Definitely not my favorite out of all these pets, but still really like it. I think it's really cute. And now we have the short hair. Pretty sure this is my 3rd short hair of this generation, and I think she's probably my best one. I think she's actually pretty cute. Reminds me a lot of 2291, except with her, she's not really sparkly. It's more like a shimmer or like a metallic look, which I didn't even really know. She's actually growing on me a lot now that I've gotten her out of the packaging. I think she's really, really cute, and I think the colors are a lot nicer than the other 2 short hairs that we got. And the mold is still kind of wacky, but I still really like her. She's pretty cute, especially for an original design. The flowers are so nice. Next up, the set that probably intrigued me the most out of the 2 that we got, and you'll probably see someone that looks a little familiar here. I kind of wasn't expecting this one to have a different background on the inside, but it does. I guess I wasn't really paying attention. But here they are. Let's get them for you. First, we got this heart-shaped thing with a strawberry and some kind of chocolate on it, I think. I actually don't know what this is supposed to be, honestly. I think I might have gotten one of these before. I can't really remember, though. And then we got this scarf, which I already have 2 of, but not in these colors, which is so helpful because I love having, like, Christmas-themed accessories, especially when I'm making, like, videos with them. So, yeah, it's gonna be very helpful for outfits and stuff. And then we have my personal first Basic Fun fabric bow. It seems like the ribbon is like kind of weird. Like it seems like these 2 pieces should be both at the bottom and it would look a little better like that, but that's really nitpicky. I feel like it's a little big too, but I mean, we'll see what it looks like on the dock's end. Let's get the main event out of here because I got some things to say. First up, we got the Great Dane, which is my 2nd of G7, and he honestly, it looks a lot better to me than the Disco Nights Great Dane. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the design or something. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact mold, so, but it still looks way better. Eyes are still kind of a little flat, which was my main issue with him, but I still think this one is a lot better compared to the other one. Like, I get a lot more authentic Great Dane vibes when I'm looking at this pet, or, you know, I guess original G2 Great Dane. It's like a lot of plastic mishap going on, or some kind of polyester or something. I have no idea what stuck to his face. And there's also like a little mark on his nose, which I didn't even notice in the packaging. I was looking on purpose to see if there's like anything wrong because they had 2 sets of this one and 2 sets of the other one, and I could have picked, but I didn't. I should have. But overall, I think he's pretty cute looking actually. I feel like he might look better with circles, but I don't know. I feel like I said that about every LPS that doesn't have circles in their reflections. So obviously his design is inspired by 244, and I think he is different enough, honestly, just because there's darker colors, I believe, more gradient around the face from what I can tell. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The main difference is the chest and the feet and the eyes, but pretty spot on design, honestly. I think they did a pretty decent job with this pet. I don't have anything to complain about. I think it's a lot better than the other Great Dane that we got a remake of. I think it would be nice to get like an original Great Dane though, because I think we've gotten originals, or at least try to be originals of every other main 5 so far, but I think the only other Great Dane we got coming is 184 with like a metallic paint going on. I don't know, it has something to do with like some other stuff that's like wave 5 or something. I'm not entirely sure on that. I'm not even gonna like talk about that. But I mean, I guess this one's different enough, and the quality does feel a lot better than the first one we got. And now for probably the biggest part of this video, our 909 remake looking pet. So I'm sure it makes a little more sense why I used her, because I mean, it's pretty close, bro. In my personal opinion, the OG is always going to be better, but I mean, it's worth it to actually say something. Hold on a second. Okay, wait a minute. So there's only dots right here? I don't know how I didn't know this. Like, I've known about this pet for a while, probably a couple months, and there's only dots in the front. What? That's an interesting choice. I don't even know what to say about that. I think the main thing that shot out at me about this pet is the fact that her nose is black. I think it's really contrasting, but not in a good way. I like it a lot better when the nose is super like pastel and light, like on this 909. I don't even know the actual number of this pet. And also the eyes, obviously. I try to avoid talking about that, but it's kind of hard not to because, I don't know, I feel like, look at how much more lively her eyes look compared to the G7 version. And I'm not complaining because it's insane that we even got Elpis back in the first place. But it's like, they could have given her a little bit more life. If they're going to try to remake an Elpis as iconic as this one. From the side, they look pretty similar, I guess. It's just, the ears are so bare. I don't know why they chose not to put dots like on the actual ear. And like, it just looks like she's basically unpainted from the back. I mean, I guess she doesn't have very much paint going on back here either, but like, at least you can see the spots. There's just nothing back here at all besides the logo and I guess her paws. Also, the shade of the pink is different, which I guess that makes them different designs, whatever. I'm glad we got another Dachshund though, because I do like the Dachshund mold. Is probably one of my favorites. Probably my favorite main 5 mold. I'm so close in between Cocker Spaniel and Dachshunds. I can't choose at this point. I was not expecting the dots to just be concentrated on the inside of the ears. Like, I don't know why they did that, but maybe they only ever saw 909 from the front? I don't know. I don't know what they're, I don't know. I have no idea, but I mean, she's cute and I like the light colors because I feel like we don't have a lot of very light colored besides, I guess, 932. Can't really think of it. I guess there's a couple others that are kind of light, but compared to like 909 and 932, there's not very many. But let's give her a chance with the bow because I was talking about that. Yeah, it's huge, but I mean, at least we got a wearable accessory that's made of fabric because I remember people were like wondering when they would do that, at least with like scarves and stuff and maybe even a skirt. Yeah, it's huge. It's really big, especially compared to the Hasbro ones, but at least we got something. Like, it might look good like on a Cocker Spaniel or something since their ears are bigger. But yeah, that's our G7 909 looking thing. I think the main thing for me is the eyes. I feel like the eyes could have saved it a lot if they just, even if they just gave her circles, even if they couldn't replicate like the little teardrops, which I know they can, they've done it on other pets, but it could have been a different logo than the lightning bolt. I think the lightning bolt is a little overdone. I'm sorry, it's a little too much. I think the pet is still cute. Also, completely forgot to mention the card. Well, there you have it. There is the holiday pet pairs, and they are very early. Also, I do want to mention the whole thing going on with Basic Fun before anyone comments. I mean, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I do know about the boycott going on. I bought these right before I found out about the boycott going on with the company. I had no idea what was going on with Hello Studios and everything. I hope everything gets sorted out. It's really disappointing to see that they might potentially be using AI and stealing designs. Yeah, I don't feel too good about that. Hopefully Basic Fun can pull through and actually listen to us if we do boycott. I don't know if enough of the community will be participating in that to actually make a difference, especially since some of the bigger Elpis tubers are going to continue to make videos for Basic Fun because, you know, they have the contract with Basic Fun as ambassadors. But yeah, I probably won't be buying any new Basic Fun pets until this whole situation is resolved, if at all. But regardless, I am pretty pleased with these pets. I think they're probably some of the better designs that we've gotten so far, and that's not really saying much since we've gone through 4 entire waves and there's been some pretty questionable designs coming out of Basic Fun, but it's okay. I'm not gonna just complain because I'm still happy to get some new LPS. I love LPS, they're great. So I hope this video was enjoyable to you all and give me some opinions about what you think about these new designs. Or reused designs, I would say. I feel like a lot of these are inspired or just complete copies, but it's alright, because it's new LPS, can't complain. Especially since a lot of people can't afford 909. Her price is through the roof right now. I will see you all in my next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye!